to be clear, the end of the part 14 of this serial reflection of the spring 2072 reflection probably end on part 14. So if after in the part in the end I already getting like Birdie Wing and one other anime maybe was in right, I don't know, but like I get these two anime that have 13 episodes to one part, and so that I do not need to make another part for this particular anime. And when I review, I ranked the and I review all of them of the series in the ranking stuff. I don't know in the ranking presentation ranking of the maybe 10 10 anime, 10 or more than 10 anime in the for in the my presentations too, which is PowerPoint of case. And so when I rank all of them, I rank all of them and to watch it, to review it. I don't know if I made a separate video about it, but like yeah, maybe I'll make a separate video about it, because one of this series it'd be too much for the one episode to handle. And so interesting, like my stepmom is my daughter is my ex, Tokyo Meow remake, Jashin Dropkick, Meow and Go, like interesting anime. But in the season summers I really want to watch it. But today we're on to the review first. Spy X Family, right? So there's Korean Shinjang movie. Like, if you don't know Shinjang, the movie is like one of the interesting and really good anime about really good, one of the best movie. Oh my gosh, there's nude photos under. Oh my gosh, I don't want to see it. I'm so sorry for anyone who needed to say it, but for now it's disappear already. And so I wanted the complex. I don't know what I expect from Spy X Family myself, because when I talk about the Spy X Family, I expect some kinds of some kinds of complex story and joke that will make me go wow. But the writing of the Spy X Family is consistent though, because of the fact that I am not the expert in the writing fields, but I mostly focus on the directing. But I feels like the directing in this episode, I feels like the Spy X Family feels kind of plain to me. Like, I wanted to say more about this anime in the full flesh kind of fashions, but when I talk about Spy X Family, I don't know how I will comment it, other than it is not like in the manga that I am that guy in this with my relationship with this anime. I am that guy that say the manga will be better or something, but I'm not saying the manga version will be better, but I feel like the manga version will brings more charms, more kind of the thinking or suspect things, reaction stuff, because there's a gap between talking, there's a gap between playing the comedy scenes that I feel Spy X Family doesn't is kind of like it is. Spy X Family is not suited to be RN in terms of the directing in terms of the feeling of the series. It's not suited to be like Aharin Fang Hagaranai, where the story is kind of plain, and not that plain, but like kind of what the fuck, and playing the joke in terms of like in terms of like calm and like I don't know how to describe it, but like Spike Family is not this way, man. But all in all, I still feels like a lot of the Spike's like comedy scenes between like the ideas of like Anya help using her power to help the people and get the stars and fight and to rank up I feels like it's kind of okay ideas, and in this episode I feels like it's okay, which mostly in the second half. Like I don't know, I'm just expecting the Spy X family to be like having this story escalated in terms of the 1, 2, 3, or the first few episodes where the Eleganto, the stuff about family, about Loy wanting to help his family. I wanted the story to escalate into that kind of fashion where Anya using her might or trying to do something, maybe to place the t-shirts, or fighting with Damien to get the star, which we already does in the episode of Hunter x Hunter. But I wanted more about the, not like just a joke episode where Anya doesn't do a thing, but actually have the episode where it's about family, it's about the ideas of like family going to I don't know, man, maybe Anya trying to compete to some, like it needed to have some kind of a long running story than the Anya using the powers to help the people who is in need, that, and have some dramas about it, and that's the end. I'm not saying it's not being creative, but like I think it would be kind of great too to have this kind of thing where you like to kind of have the long running drama or gag between the series, I feel. But all in all, I think it's kind of boring for me now in terms of the Spikes family. I hope part 2 can compensate that, but I can't promise that I will do the part 2, because, well, I don't know, but like the score of the Spy X family in the, like, did I open the dark mode in this episode, for the ideas, let's not go out there that much, rather rely on the convenience and the progress of the story is not that satisfied, or having the backstory family problem as the first few episode. I kind of feel disappointed with this anime, to be honest. Like, I did not know that this anime might be that kind of this plainer than I think. But still, Spike's Family is still a good anime. And to the next, from the live chart, I think I already dropped the Spike's. I already dropped the Shihiro, I will not convert to Hanoi time because, well, I'm lazy to. I don't know what it will change, and I'm lazy to do the research. So, because I don't watch the anime on times anyway. If you know me, like I'm a person who is less like slow in doing things, which results in I'm just bad at everything in my life. Only good, not good. I thoroughly like only have fun watching anime at home, and so Shikimori in the episode, like already talking about Spike's family. So Shikimori next on the episode, I think 11 in this part of things, which I don't know why they have this porn stuff, which like I don't really feel horny or a porn ad. Like, I don't understand the world. Why would people just like making a porn ad or anything? Like, you're horny, you just go to porn. Like maybe. Like, should I say YouTube would demonetize me, but like you could go to JV most or even like in H anime or dot TV or in hentai, like you could watch it for free and it like if you're horny, there's many website on the internet to watch. Like no one will care for this porn. Like if you even have the least of the brain, like so in this episode I feel I really into the past of Shikimori as a person who is like is a person who is trying to find life to change herself, as she is not a person who is already being a confidence so-called confidence person. Like I don't understand this part. Maybe like Shikimori follow along his brother, and so she finds the love, and like and the brother has the most impact in Shikimori's life to support her if Shikimori go into the way of like boys way, he support her, and so I don't know, I don't understand the part where the brother of Shikimori loses the match, and so she will, and why he quit. I don't understand that part. But the part where Shikimori is now being a girl, and so the brother support, and so she could go on with life, and that's a good part, I feel. And Shikimori in this episode, the backstory is I'm into enough, and the character development from there, and so added to the characterizations of the shows. From if you compare the standards in the first 10 episode, first 7 episode, the story is exponentially growth into the one good romance, slice of life anime that I feel good about, compared to the other anime that I would give the good today. Like I'm not actually having any of the prepared information. Like I'm just here right now freshly analysis is in front of the people, so that from the other anime that I would give the good, I think Shikimori has more of the characterization. Like Spike's family has the story of progressions of the story, but but not trying to expand on the character or having any of the not. I'm not trying to say being creative, but not having that kind of overarching or something for us to create to feel like it is one Hunter x Hunter arc of like once getting the Tony toss of the star in Spy of the star in Spike's family is Tony Toast, but in Hunter x Hunter, like I'm not seeing anything that is resembled to getting the what do you call the Hunter license, kind of like Hunter exam, kind of like Greed, or where there's overarching story. There's the people in it. Also, Spike's family feels like the right now trying to maintain the character in places, spread the character, introduce the character in places, and so they could progress stories safely to life, which is not challenging enough. I'm not blaming the Spike's family, but to be safe, because those kind of anime, like 12 episode anime, it has to be hard to be pulling everything out in every episode. But right now, I think that Spy Family should be the time to pull anything that you like, that you have out to the people. And so as it feels like Shikimori has also pulled this, has also pulled everything they have into the show's characterizations. The past of the Shikimori interesting enough. How she go to meet Izumi, and the area of the character interactions, and the everything animations, directings, and everything else enough that it has a start and the ending that is clear in the episode. And I think that Shikimori is more, so that's why I think that Shikimori is more of the interesting and more engaged of the anime than Spike's Family, where the ideas, where Spike's Family trying to maintain the illusion of the progressions while doesn't have any of the real progressing in the story, not progressing in the story, not having to distribute some of the interesting idea there. I think it's kind of more safe than the Shikimori. So if we're scoring Spike's Family, great. I'll give Shikimori a great score. So I'm sorry for this, but Aren, right? Then I'm have fun doing this. Like, episode 11, right? 11. Oh, this episode also kind of funny. That also what the fuck joke that happened. Like, I like how Aaron is casually doing stuff, which like it casually doing the stuff, and not like casually doing the joke, and like at the end, like it does not, it as a result of like weird stuff like stretching the muscle, and it's gone softly and stuff without having to have any big goal to the joke and stuff. And so if you are in it still a great, still a good joke anime that I feel. And like I'm funny at the, like, I don't know if it will be drama like this new character, maybe called Aoi or Sado. So Sado just say that she wanted to she think that other people is not that normal of a person, and so she think she don't know what is normal anymore, which may be a sign that she maybe disdain herself, or like this, like I don't know if this character is introduced anyway. So this is one of the, probably the one of the thing I don't like about her, and that the character introduction is kind of, these two character introductions, I don't know about them, why they come and stuff. It's falsely introduced, and but the story I think is kind of good. Like the other in this score is good. Like you could see that I don't know what to comment about each anime anymore. It ended for so long. I'm like, my mind is just on the summer 2022 now, but like I still enjoy it. Like I don't know why do I need to skip this season to go to talk the next, because well, if that's the case, I will not finish this seasons, and it will be kind of waste that I did it for. And but I still like enjoy doing this. Do not worry. 声を世界征服の後で声を世界で征服の後で doesn't have this story. At first I expect this anime to be one good anime in the seasons, but the story is not progressing. I don't understand why. Like the story is not progress. Just introduce new character and it's the same as all the episodes like Aaron. I don't know what to comment, but like I like the new. It's mostly the fan service now. The story is not progressing. Like this season, the overall pictures would be like the first few episodes is kind of solid, but as it's progressed on, there's a lot of bad anime, and so you need to drop it. And so the feels good anime, at last having the weak episode, weak in terms of the plot, doesn't progress forward, and Koi was like high so we could not today feels like the last first a few last episode from maybe episode 9 or stuff, I don't know, but like few last episode is animation is still good, but in terms of the story I feels like it doesn't progress forward. I don't understand. Like the problem with the anime is that the anime industry seems to think that if you have animation, have the character walking, talking, coloring, finish, seems so finish, and that's the end of. Doesn't need to have something to of story to captivating about, and it is not right thing, because if you have nothing to think about in the anime, why would you watch it? It's freaking boring. Just at that point, you better watch the ants walking, maybe the birds, or maybe just go drawing stuff in general. Doesn't have to be the anime, because anime need to have the story. I don't understand. But still, it's kind of funny how there's me and stuff, and going on to being baby. Like, as far as this goes, only the I spoil you only the end after the first 3 or 4 episodes to that Eroistic-Ke they committed to its story, to its that it's committed to the story of the show, to that Eroistic-Ke they commit progressing the story and commit to the villain and Power Ranger, or fighting villain stuff about philosophy about that, and Lovely Dovey, which with the Daisy, and that's it. The end. First episode and the end, and the episode 12, the ending episode. All of that, just 4, 5, 6, maybe 5 episode, or maybe 4 episode in shows. That's it. Or that the fan service, nonsense episode. So Eroistic-Ke today. I thought, it is so to get I don't know what to expect from this anime if you to watch it. I review it at the end, but Summertime Render from the mystery anime that I feel is that the story is kind of weird, out of the world and stuff that people talking about, right? But for me, it's just okay anime. I have a bad sense of imagination. I have the bad sense of the story going progress in terms of I can't gauge the sense of overall of story. I just go with it, but I don't really think about. But the story of the Summertime Render still maintain the sense of weirdness and fighting scenes that I feel still captivating about the scene that have the other. It's where I goes into where I wanted the story to go, where there's these other new character in the different perspective, fighting with each other and having some other character to do something, having the kind of the power, the consequences of thing about the shadows, and about the fighting scene is kind of good. The senses of thriller, and its weirdness. I but I have nothing to talk much because it's just okay with this anime. To talk about maybe analyses, right, of this anime. So for me, I think that shadow or this kind of thing is just maybe just wanting to take over, to just live on the land and destroy all the human and to live better life and stuff, and to maybe just normal stuff, villain stuff, to fight between these to fight between the people, and the shadow, why Ushio is like why Ushio is one of the thing where why Ushio is doesn't being hostile. Maybe she got power, or she is, or she maybe she got error or something from the power of the shadow, or Nagamu help her in some kinds of way. And why? Who is Nezu? Who is this Oji-san? Who is this Oji-san? Maybe she is like have the past with the shadow, and there's closed eyes. Maybe she also has the power to go back, and so he has the history with them. And maybe he's like the wife, the husband of the shadow, or has the past with shadow. I don't know. Well, like I don't know. I'm just okay with this kind of anime. Like, I don't know what to talk about. It's great. Like, at first I feel like I'm just like bombing. I'm just hating with Summertime Render. But as far as the Summertime Render go, it feels like it compared to the other anime, it feels like the dumbness of it, the anything of it is good. Tomodachi game. Tomodachi game in episode 11, right? In the episode 11 of the Tomodachi game, so interesting in terms of the I'm really feels it feels dumb, yes, but it's dumb, yes, but I'm just so enjoying it, like how dumb, how violent, how reacting it is. Like, I don't enjoy kaiji, but I don't know why I enjoy this anime. And the Tomodachi game, why the Shibe gotten suspecting from Tomodachi game, and the house got banned. Like, for other anime, there would be like massacre on this, but like, is it massacre? I don't remember. Like, from other anime, that would be like if the character gotten maybe a bad talking bad about something, or being like maybe just from higher up, they would got like massacre, or blood and stuff. But in Tomodachi game, it's kind of toned down to being like you scared, you don't know what to do about it, and what happened, and what the fuck is happened, and like from the organization you feel insecure about it, not like you feel downright scared and thrilling and escaping it. So the score of Tomodachi game is good. It's great. I'm sorry for the order. Calming in terms of the story, this is the story that I have been craving for so long. Like, it is the psychological battles between the two of the sides that two of the side. I don't understand why Kabe is having the roles, then he not use it. But like still, this is has been the kind of kind of anime where I'm craving for kind of long time about the character that about the fight between psychological fight using the modern kind of stuff, modern strategy and stuff to fight between each other using the modern strategy uh, technology with peaceful fight between musics, peaceful fight between mind game to the girls to they are not trying to kill each other, not trying to get high of each other, but rather fight between who is fight with respect, fight with the musics, and using the also using the other kind of technology to it, which is good. The score is great, and Virgin Red, and is the story getting dumber? I think the story is getting dumb, but like, oh my gosh, why? Why? Confirm, okay. So, Virgin Red in the episode 11. I think the story is downright insane. I did not expect. I am like the other people, disappointed with the shows as why it's go this way. Like, what is in Virgin Red is that dark, isekai, interesting world building, and having the charm of not being the insane fighting the monster stuff. Still, compliment on the fact that the power of the story of using how the concept of stuff, which is exposition slump, kind of enjoy, like the lecture of unnecessary knowledge, useless knowledge about the isekai stuff, which I think that like doesn't have the story anymore and trying to be fighting stuff, which I'm in deep inside. I think that from my like monkey brain part, I feel that this kind of story, like, it's only the pinky finger and you have two pinky finger and stuff, is kind of enjoyable, questionable from the standpoint if you using your brain a bit, uh but still the story of the virgin rate is kind of so right now. I don't feel any that deep, meaningful story, deep, meaningful, and journey, Yuri, intense story in the version Red. Like, I feel from the episode 1 to 6 or 7, when the story turns into this non-liberal fourth stuff, where and I can't understand the fourth now. Like, these fourth thing is that people who think that isekai people having the kind of benefits or something, the story never explained clearly, or maybe I'm too stupid, which I don't really care about that much. So Diamond, like wanting to tell you about what I'm thinking, but my mind now is just like blank. I don't know, dude. My mind is just blank. Each this episode is this Nagamu being. So this episode is about like Nagamu having the senpai, who is also like it hinted this way. You see like the same haircut. You probably guessed it. It is in Ichigo, kind of Ichigo dad. So the story, I don't know if I'm interpreting in terms of the story that clearly, or about the story of the senpai of Nagamu and the backstory of Ichigo, which if you watch to this point, I think that the father of the Ichigo is an asshole who abandoned her daughter. He is, yes, he is a person that traveling too much, that wanting to do his dream, but you have the daughter, like she doesn't want to birth, she needs to be born in the painful state, and you just dumped her to go on with your life. And saying the kids is painful and stuff is fucked up, bro. And like, I don't understand. But maybe I'm just the only one. Maybe the story may explain later that the dad is having the necessities to dump the kids, which is a fucked up thing to do. Like the kids did nothing wrong, but it's okay that the kids got to the real show, because well, she is having a better life than being with this kind of fats, and like it's okay. Sorry of like Nagamu having warm up the Itsuga being her new psychological pillar to Itsuga and help her, and that kind of warm heart, cold kind of stuff anime that I feel is this anime is great in terms of the presentation, style, everything else, the meanings behind it. Like this, like Okirina Hana, like it's okay. on herself like older sister type of the character. Doesn't need to be like it's cute. Even if she like Okiri and Ohana in that pose. I I still in this pose. I still feels like Tsubaki is cute. Like maybe in terms of her friends and like her peers and her acquaintance see her as one of the a stupid staff SO who hated. Well, it feels like it's cute how Tsubaki trying to be cute. If you get me. Not like people who is being cute in general. I feel like Tsubaki in this way is cute too. And the story, if you say that I am kind of uh biased, like you could call me biased, but it gives Kunoichi Tsubaki great more than Spike's family. Like will probably have the drama. I don't know. To my to erase, wanting to fight between the humans. So these people just stomped on human. So these demons just stomped on human, and so it's like dark fight, really dark, really stressful episode about the I right. I'm not dropping it because I have some ring to it. The holy shit, the animation is good. Like at the hits at last of something, but like the story is kind goes to the dark way. The fightings between the like it is like the fighting between the transform into the dragon. There's like the soldier, like it's like RPG for the online world building is fucking dark. Like there's the soldier to fight these people and the bias between human and how each of the character has their own belief. Like these two fucked up friends doesn't want to help for only Kotone is believing for. And so like I feel like I have a lot to say about this episode, but when I talk about it, I can't because other than I feel so deep about RPG Fudo-san that like at the last using there's also a lot of the reference from other episode, and this song is kind of sticks to me. It feels like the lullaby from when I was a kid, and then so this episode is good. Like I honestly feel I enjoy RPG Fujo song. After I finish this anime, it feels like I need to find focal manga to watch to read from RPG Fujo-san. Like the story is truly deep. The score of RPG Fujo-san, to your surprise, is outstanding. The story has wrapped up the kind of has wrapped up the shown the conflict nicely, and don't certain. The in episode 12, 11 is the last episode. So, the last episode of the Monster ended is like very maniac. Ended up nicely than other any anime in the season, to my surprise. Let's wrap up nicely with which I don't understand why. Don't really understand why. Like I kind of understand that feeling that Junpei wanting to go to the places where the emotional side is not abrupt by other people to improve. I totally understand, because you can't. It is impossible to improve where you have the people who is accepting you, and the ballet scene is okay, and it's maniac. The dances between the rat barth. It's just like Lulu. At last, she got the acceptance there, got the acceptance to her Obazan, who is not really understand him that much, that at last he got the acceptance, even if it's fake or something, and have some kind of curse, like it has. She got abused, which is kind of serious topics in this anime. Why? And I like this. Like, anime seems kind of the like, if I want to talk to this, like no one will listen anyway. So like this scene is kind of idle. Like you kind of put your face into this kind of part with Miyagi, like but like at last it feels like it's okay in the shows. Wrap ups nicely about Red Birth. Like I wanted to read the manga too. Why is this like this? Like the show has interesting story, has interesting point in the story that I feel Mapper has rated it, has been doing great. The score of the shows is outstanding, and the Chachiku さんは洋上幽霊に癒されたい。So Chachiku さん in episode 11 of the Chachiku song still killed, still like I don't. Oh my gosh. Like still cute, still having the interesting dynamics between the character. Like I expect this anime to be like maybe fight, maybe like having some kind of deep intense psychological character, and more deep meaning, insightful story, but still being a cute shit, but it's being a cute anime that I feel I don't know what to talk about, just cute bunch of cute moments together in this episode. So okay, episode about the going onto the working and going onto New Year's and stuff. Kind of cute scene about wishing. I don't know what to talk about this kind of anime. The anime is okay. This anime kinda bordering, kinda saying it in the air, like my character is good, strong, anything. But we don't actually know why Eve or the other character is strong. We don't know why is she, Blue Wallet is, hit far so far. Anything we don't know why she is strong. We don't see any details of the golf. The story is not that great either. It just feels like the show just goes on without us any knowing anything. And the show is just like just seeing it in the air. We just don't know why or how this character is strong in playing the golf. Uh, so that's probably why I not do not enjoy birdie as much. It just feels like you see people playing the game you don't know before in the internet, and you see, oh, why is this people so good. What is people playing, why, even if they are good or anything, we don't see why. And so the story can not have that uh up and down that the viewers could think why. It just go on without a good in all the episode. The score is so, nothing much. To add, I don't see why the fight scene is fun. Why I like the character fighting between each other. Story just skipped the fighting scenes, which is hollow enough. That's just Eve hitting the golf, and far or not far, we don't know. Why is it Eve good far, and what is her power? That style. We only know the style of Eve is just like bullets, and that's all. We don't know why she win with words. If we think back, we don't know why she win so far. It's because of her power. We don't know. So we only see the plot was just linear enough. And Hero Girl also. This episode is more. It is kind of interesting. Like the story is just like the healer stuff, the singing stuff, and the conflict between character, and that's all. It's to spoil you in the episode 12. Killer Girls also wrap up just like just normal just with live do your dream stuff. It's just really plain. The score of this episode is okay. It's okay. And the CF Live Eroistic-Ke. Right. Okay. It sounds like Eroistic-Ke. Like, what the fuck? Beeping live? What is it? And then, like, there would be Gacha game or the game of this anime, which you could play it, but I don't see it as kind of interesting. But like the staff life escape, great escape, has some drama between girls and stuff to go on. It's just like you're not going to beat like there's some interesting idea like helping the manager extract himself from escape from the life that he is in. But other than that, the story is just beating the board kind of stuff, not that interesting. But at least the story is progress, so good. The score is good. And the sessions